Transcend, a special project presented by the Idaho Shakespeare Festival. The Idaho Shakespeare Festival is a 501c3 nonprofit organization located in Boise, Idaho. The festival is most well known for their open-air summer plays, but they also provide a number of programs that allow youth to experience theater performances and also specialized programs that allow youth to try their hand at performing. Programs like the Shakespeareans and Idaho Theater for Youth allow the festival to perform for approximately 50,000 school-aged children, many of whom would have no access to theater without the festival's programs. The festival also offers programs for kids in pre-K through high school to gain experience with performing and production, and they offer apprenticeships and school residency programs for those wanting extended theatrical training. The Idaho Shakespeare Festival was started in 1976 by Doug Copsey. Doug recognized that the Treasure Valley had a lot of talent, but without a professional theater company, people were moving away. The first 3 seasons were performed on a grassy sloping amphitheater in the middle of downtown Boise under the name Main Street Bistro Summer Theater Festival. In 1980, they officially incorporated as a nonprofit and took the name Idaho Shakespeare Festival. The festival had several other locations over the years, but they settled on their current location in 1997. This location is in West Boise, right next to the Boise River. A 10-acre lot adjacent to the amphitheater has been made into a wildlife reserve, protecting and enhancing the serene outdoor setting. The mission of the Idaho Shakespeare Festival is to develop an artistic home for theater artists, educate through a range of programs, illuminate human nature and our rich cultural heritage, and to promote cultural understanding. In 2012, the then education director, Renee Vomisil, had a very innovative idea to bring Shakespeare to hospitalized children attending St. Luke's Children's Hospital School. She received a grant from the Laura Moore Cunningham Foundation, and she launched the Helena Project. The Helena Project allowed hospitalized children to learn about Shakespeare, and then they put on performances. Many are convinced that this creative outlet is beneficial to the children's medical progress, and they have seen that many students gain confidence and self-esteem through this program. Building on the success of the Helena Project, the Idaho Shakespeare Festival is seeking to launch a new inclusive program for autistic and special needs kids, teens, and adults. The new program will be called Transcend, and it incorporates the findings of the Miracle Project, which is a theater program founded by Elaine Hall. The Miracle Project uses theater, film, and expressive arts to provide growth and a creative outlet for people of all abilities. This methodology focuses on the strengths and abilities of participants, leveraging them to help develop social skills, job skills, and personal friendships. The Idaho Shakespeare Festival is looking to raise $95,000 to fund the first year of the Transcend program. This amount will provide the funds needed to hire 4 part-time instructors and 1 full-time administrative professional. It will also cover getting them all certified and trained by the Miracle Project, and will provide funds for production and marketing costs. Here you can see the gift table for this special project campaign. It is generally based on the rule of thirds, and I think that these gifts seem pretty attainable for a project of this scale. There are not any extremely large donations and a really reasonable number of smaller dollar amount donations, and I think with the history of the Idaho Shakespeare Festival and the kind of money that they've been able to raise in their history this far, they shouldn't have any problems raising this amount for this program. The strategy I'm proposing to raise these funds is to run a special project campaign. According to Worth, special project campaigns limit solicitations to prospects who have a particular interest in the project. The first thing that needs to happen is building my fundraising team. I'm going to ask my friend Shelley to be my campaign chair because she's very well connected in our community and she's very passionate about helping people. She's currently the CEO of Women Ignite International, and she is a published author and international speaker. I'd also ask my friend Megan, who provides training in improv and is also a motivational speaker and comedian and published author. She's very passionate about working with kids and teens, and I can see her being really excited about this project. Lastly, I will network with a local autism support group, the Autism Society Treasure Valley. I would reach out to their board members to see if any of them would be willing to take an active role in supporting our fundraising efforts and also utilize them to find participants for the Transcend program. Our timeline involves starting our quiet phase in mid-August and planning to launch our kickoff celebration in mid-October. I'm hoping that the timing will set us up for success in securing our lead gifts and starting our Nucleus Fund. I had originally wanted to plan our timeline so that the Transcend program could launch and have their first performance coincide with the traditional Idaho Shakespeare Festival's first performance, but I realized that that timeline would have interfered with the festival's annual fundraising gala that takes place in June. So I decided that we will do our early fundraising between August and October, which I'm hoping is far enough after the annual gala and early enough that the winter holidays don't interfere with fundraising efforts. I plan to reach out to current donors who would be interested in funding a theater program for special needs kids and kids with autism. Some of the prospects would be people who have a child who might be interested in participating in the program. Those donors will be asked to share the information with their networks who might share this special interest. We will also network with local autism support groups and local school districts to make new connections with people who might be interested in attending the program and also identifying additional donors. Like I mentioned before, we plan to kick off in mid-October, and by December 1st, we will enter into our public phase. At this stage, we will primarily utilize email newsletters, web presence, and social media to reach our donors. We will also seek out coverage in traditional media outlets like news, radio, and print, but we will be doing these primarily to generate more content to share online. My messaging strategy, as seen in the poster on the right, is let's typicalize atypicalness. Theater is for everyone, and the Transcend program is launching to help make theater more accessible than ever before. Special needs kids, teens, and adults can benefit from the practical skills involved with theater and other performance arts. The Transcend program is based off research stemming from the Miracle Project, which brought theater to autistic and people of all abilities in Los Angeles. With this partnership, you, your friends, and your loved ones can come participate in a theater production and gain invaluable life skills. In order to make this incredible program a reality, we need your help. The Idaho Shakespeare Festival is seeking donations to help make the Transcend program a reality. No amount is too small. If there's anything you can do to support this incredible project, please go to www.idahoshakespearefestival.org/transcend. Sign up for our email newsletter so that you are always up to date with the most recent news for this project. While you're there, you can click the link to donate online. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, so please like and share our page so that we can make this dream a reality for the special needs kids in the Treasure Valley. So the lessons that I've learned throughout this semester are just so much work goes into fundraising campaigns and running a nonprofit in general. I didn't realize to what degree that fundraising impacts the bottom line of the nonprofit, whether they're able to keep the doors open or not. And so I think that I'm much more likely to contribute to an organization that I care about now. I have a lot more respect for how much planning and effort goes into creating and implementing a fundraising campaign.